Have you ever wondered if the person you're with is a narcissist? Maybe you've seen some red flags, but you're just not sure. Maybe they have a few of the characteristics that you've read about, but not all of them, and you're not really sure how that can happen. Well, I'm here to tell you that there are actually 4 main types of narcissists, and each one has unique characteristics that you have to look for. And it's important to know the differences, so when you get a gut check or something just doesn't feel right and you can't put your finger on it, you can compare what you're seeing with these 4 types and determine what type of narcissist you're actually dealing with. I have seen every one of these types of narcissists in my own life, and I have counseled countless women who are dealing with all different types of narcissists. You see, all narcissists want the same thing on the inside: attention, admiration, domination, and to be your entire focus in life. But they don't all use the same tactics and methods to get what they want. Each category has different traits and tactics to get the things they want. Let's look at the 4 main types of narcissists and what they might look like in everyday life. And also, be sure to let us know in the comments below which of these boxes your narcissist checks. Number 1, the Grandiose Narcissist. Now, this is your classic, arrogant, boastful, entitled, always talking about themselves type. They believe they're better than everyone else, and they aren't afraid to tell you again and again. These are the people that always monopolize the conversation, literally talking over you. They never really listen to what you have to say, but they always bring the conversation back to themselves. They can be very witty, lively, and really fun in a crowd as long as they're the center of attention. I like to call them one-uppers because no matter how good your story is, they have a better one. Now, they put a lot of value in physical appearance. They often wear nice clothes, they drive nice cars, and they boast about their high-paying jobs. They aren't afraid to walk over people or use them to maintain their high social status, and they usually don't feel any remorse or empathy for any feelings they hurt on their way to the top. These types are pretty easy to pick out of a lineup because they will make sure that you notice them. They're the most common, and you could probably think of someone you know who fits this bill right now. Number 2, Malignant Narcissist. Unfortunately, this is the worst type of narcissist, and it's actually kind of scary. Now, this person embodies everything that the Grandiose Narcissist is and then levels up to a dangerous and scary level. In other words, they don't just use people or make jokes and put people down in order to build themselves up, but they literally believe that they're above the rules and the law and often engage in criminal behavior without any remorse. These are the ones that are most likely to cheat on a relationship or cheat on their taxes, embezzle money from their company, or completely sabotage a coworker just to get ahead without any thought to another person's safety and well-being. This person not only demands to be noticed and appreciated, but they can turn pretty intense and scary if you ever try to leave a relationship or injure their ego and make them look bad in public. These types are more likely to harass, stalk, threaten, and physically abuse anyone who tries to get out from their control. Unfortunately, relationships with these types of narcissists usually end up with restraining orders, criminal cases, and putting security systems and locks on the doors. Now, these narcissists are dangerous, and I want to apologize if this is the type you're dealing with. I've dealt with these in my own personal life, and I wouldn't wish them on my worst enemy. Number 3, swinging to the other side of the pendulum, is the Covert Narcissist. Now, equally as damaging emotionally, but so much harder to spot. This is because this type of narcissist still wants all the attention and control, but instead of straight up demanding it, they come at it from a vulnerable, misunderstood, and underappreciated angle. They might say things like, "You know I'm really great at my job, but my boss is so stupid. He never sees how hard I work and always gives the promotions to someone else." They have no problem bad-mouthing other people who are successful or people who don't recognize their talents. And they often get attention by making their partners feel bad for them and trying to help them because no one truly understands them or appreciates how gifted they are. The covert narcissist is a perpetual victim, never taking blame or responsibility for any of their life choices, and they constantly need affirmation and ego boosting for the ways that they've been wronged in their life. They get real passive-aggressive and make their partner feel guilty if they try to break free from the relationship. And they put an intense amount of pressure on their partner to keep them happy, and sometimes they threaten depression or suicide to keep their partner working hard to make sure they have the good life they deserve. These people are extremely draining, and they can wreak havoc on the emotional health of anyone in a relationship with them. They might not be physically abusive like the malignant narcissist is, but they damage you from the inside instead. And finally, number number 4 is the Communal Narcissist. Now, this is the seemingly good guy. I mean, he's always raising money for animal shelters or donating Christmas presents for poor families. He's your regular philanthropist, except he only does things that gets him noticed. You won't find him working at a homeless shelter by himself where no one knows him. Instead, he will be recognized at a public event for donating money or for his public service at a church or a school. Again, this type can be very passive-aggressive and critical if they don't receive the recognition they've worked so hard to get. They believe that they're better than anyone else and that people should recognize how humble they are. Again, this one can be very hard to spot, and only by looking closely at the motives behind the actions gives you a clearer picture of this type of person being a narcissist. Now, it's very important to note that your narcissist might be a blend of several of these types depending on the situation, and they might try all of these tactics at some point in their lives. But the common denominator is their constant need for attention and their lack of empathy for others. They don't care who they run over in the process. They must tell you how great they are, and they must receive all the attention for their superior qualities and specialness. I know in my own life, I personally dealt with a narcissist who checked almost all of these boxes. I navigated life with that narcissist for 20 years, and I would never want anyone to navigate it alone like I did. But if you aren't sure if your partner is a narcissist, we've put together a completely free training where you can determine 100% whether your partner is in fact a narcissist or just a jerk. This training has helped countless women clear all their doubt and confusion about their partner and puts to rest the question of, is my partner a narcissist? So if you'd like to download the free training, click the link in the notes below. I hope this video has helped you guys out in your own relationships. And if you believe you're in a narcissistic relationship and you're just not sure how to navigate life with your narcissist, we're here to help. We have put together an in-depth course on how to navigate life with a narcissist. Now, this guide is not from therapists who studied what anxiety is from a book, but real-life survivors who've been in the same exact situation you are in right now. And we'll show you everything you need to know from the beginning all the way to the end. And we will hold your hand every step of the way. For more information, check out navigatingnarcissism.com and start your journey to freedom today.